Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to episode 127 of the TNA Impact Wrestling TEW2013 Let's Play. You join us for our Impact Wrestling show just after Crossfire, as we're now just 1 week away from TNA Victory Road, our August pay-per-view. We have a cluster fuck of a show, 6 pre-show segments. I believe it worked out at 19 segments. 19 segments, a lot going on. A lot of people getting angles, a lot of storylines progressing, and just generally putting us in a good direction towards the pay-per-view. The show's going to be booked from the Stokely Centre again, because it is of course a double taping, and hopefully we have a good rating. We're trying a bit of a risk with some different guys in the main event, but hopefully they mesh with our main eventers, and we get a good rating. So, here we go. Oh, in fact my pre-show's too long, we'll quickly edit that. Minute off of that match. Minute off of that match. That must be the first time I've ever had my pre-show being longer than it should be. And right. So that's the first time I've ever used the entire hour of my pre-show. That just shows like we've got a lot of guys contracted, they weren't doing anything, so let's put them in action. So let's kick on with the show now. So our opening contest in front of 12,061 people. An extremely short match. Shaul Guerrero defeats Silesia Sparks in 4:59 with a Gory Bomb. This got a D-36. Shaul debuted her sexy gimmick. This got an initial 88 rating. This improved thanks to the announced team's excellent performance, which lifted the match. No skill improvements to tell of. Negatives here, mostly for Silesia Park, which is quite disappointing. Silesia Park, Sparks even. Shaul done quite well though on her debut. Our second match, in a match that had some good action but not much away in the heat. The East Coast crew, which is going to be now Rhett Titus and Hawkins, defeated Crime Time in 6:23 when Hawkins defeated Jason Paul by pinfall with a heat-seeking elbow. C-54. This tag team doesn't look like it's going to last any longer because apparently they don't work as a team, so I probably should have tried it in a house show and get a report back, so that's paid to these plans. Great chemistry between Shad and Jason Paul, and then his team did well. No skill improvements. Dirt Sheet has negatives for most guys holding back, the chemistry tag, the tag chemistry, the length, being cold to the crowd. It could have been a lot better, but you gotta try these things. Thanks for what was tried in the pre-show, and I guess that's not going to be a tag team, which is disappointing. Our next match, an extremely short match, Colby Corino defeats the Amazing Red by pinfall in 4:49 and F+12, obviously both are openers and enhancement talents. Crowd were turned off because both mans were jobbers. It happens, we've got to build Colby up, so he gets the victory over Red. We took the rating hit right at the start in the middle of the pre-show, so it doesn't affect the actual show. But overall, it is what it is, as we hopefully build up Colby Corino now with his new look. In a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, Adam Cole defeated Soldier Ant, Chris Hero, Marty Scurll and Jesse Sorensen in 12:41 when Adam Cole defeated Marty Scurll with a Florida Key. This got a C+66. Putting them in there with a couple of guys that need to develop, but also a couple of guys that are kind of fairly talented and need to, can maybe help the other guys develop and at the same time maybe even help themselves get a bit better. But Johnny Devine did some good work at ringside. The colour commentary gave the match a boost, and Adam Cole came out of the match looking good in another segment towards Chris Hero's heel turn. Disappointingly, no skill improvements, and obviously a lot of negatives would be for holding back and inconsistency. In Chris Hero's case, is always declining physical ability. And then a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat. We had Bram defeat Rob Van Dam in 8:30 with a curb stomp. A D-46, again just continuing to job out RVD. Bram's improving his performance skills. All your negatives there are mostly going to be RVD. Don't think he's got too long left in his contract, and then he'll be gone for good. Then a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat. Davey Richards defeats James Storm in 7:51 by pinfall with a DR driver. This is a C-59, just again building up Davey Richards. He improves his rumble skills while James Storm improves his flying skills. And the Dirt Sheet doesn't actually have too many negatives, just holding back of both guys. the length and the pressure of Davey Richards trying to go all out. That's a lot of pre-show matches, isn't it? I mean, it's just a chance. They're all under contract, so you're not losing any money, and it gives them all an opportunity to try and develop. So we start off the show with JR and Mike Tenay. Hello everyone, I'm good old JR, and this is my broadcast partner, Mike Tenay, and welcome to another blockbuster edition of TNA Impact Wrestling. That's right, JR, what a show we have tonight, and it is a show of opportunity. That's right, Mike. First off, we have the World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe take on the up-and-comer and a hell of an impressive athlete, Uhaa Nation. And that's not all, we also have CM Punk in action against the man who claims he is the future of professional wrestling, Drew Galloway. JR finishes up by saying, all this plus more, but first we start off with some X Division action, and here comes Rockstar Spud. So C+67 continues the world title storyline, but that's going to be our two big matches tonight, so there's a real good opportunity for Drew Galloway and Uhaa Nation to see if they can mesh with the top guys. So we may lose Pop, but it may help us in the long run, which I think we need to do. We need to build more guys up to that upper mid-card main event standard and get our overness right up. And about they had some solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. Spud defeats Redman in 6:41 with the Spud Salt. This was a D+51. Can't argue anything with the announce team. No skill improvements, but again, it's just a match that's used to build up Rockstar Spud. So, all happy with that. Usual negatives regarding holding back. I'm okay with that. Then we have a poem that I found on the internet regarding a wolf to build up Davey Richards. Wailing hills curl around standing dark figures, deeply darkened by earth's shadows, and in the distance stands one lone white wolf, covering in a sea of mud. Who of the darkest creatures will reach for and save that warrior from his trap? Oh, alas, none grasp out on a helping hand, and the warrior goes unnoticed. The lone wolf sighs a pitiful cry, hating the world that turned their back. So basically, it's just a random poem I found on the internet, but it made sense in the fact the world has turned against Davey Richards. He's a little on his own, having to fight against everybody else. And that's basically the gist of that. But a C64, and that's very good for Davey Richards there, and we'll continue to build up these hype promos. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Mascara Dorada defeated the debuting Colin Delaney in 6:02 by pinfall. This was a C60. Colin Delaney debuted his underdog gimmick, which got an initial 89 rating. Any skill improvements? Nope. And the dirt sheet has mostly negatives for Mascara Dorada, but again we'll build his morale up and hopefully he'll be fine over time. Our cameras also pick up Morrison, the X Division champion, who's watching backstage as his opponent at Victory Road, Mascara Dorada, is facing off against the debuting Colin Delaney. That was a C-57, so he's watched the match and he's obviously taking notes. He's got poor momentum and poor gimmick as well, but we can build him up. In a match that had some good action and average heat, EC3 and Ivelisse Velez defeated Rhino and Angelina Love in 6:50 when EC3 defeated Angelina Love with a headlock driver. Probably should have booked that as him defeating Rhino, because I don't really like men beating women on this, but that's what it is. C+70, EC3 came out the match looking good. It progresses the women's storyline. It gives them a good rating. Obviously EC3 would have always got a decent rating. Just maybe need a better opponent than Rhino for overness. Rhino's improving his performance skills, EC3 rumble skills, and the dirt sheet has negatives for inconsistency and everybody holding back. So overall, still a pretty decent segment there. After the win, Rhino gets back to his feet and clobbers EC3 from behind. He gets a little bit of a beatdown before EC3 makes a comeback. However, out of nowhere, Bram comes in and makes it 2-on-1. EC3 can't handle the numbers game as Rhino as Bram tear him apart to send the message. These two collide a week from Sunday at Victory Road. Disappointingly, just a C57. Obviously, Rhino wouldn't have great overness, but because he was in the match, it made sense. And he's the kind of guy that would help Bram in this situation. EC3 looked like a real star. Rhino looked lost. Didn't mention anything about Bram. Negative surges for a couple of guys with low morale and low momentum. We then see CM Punk walking down the hallway. To his right is Colby Carino, who's just doing some stretches. Punk looks to him, gives him a small nod, and then continues to walk on. Punk acknowledging Colby Corino. What could this possibly lead to? Nothing else is getting said about that, but happy with that, and that was a C+71. And hopefully sharing the spotlight with Punk can help Corino. This flopped, and about it featured great action and a good crowd. The Forever Hooligans and the Killer Elite Squad defeated State of Mind and the Hardys in 14:03 when Rocky Romero defeated Matt Hardy by pinfall. C-58, I'll blame the Hardys. Colour commentary gave the match a boost. The potential face turn of Shinsuke Nakamura was hinted at, and the Tag Team Champions of the World storyline advances just wanted to put all three teams in a match and put the Hardys in as well. Lance Hoyt continues to improve, this time rumble skills, Jeff Hardy in performance skills. I say C58, really disappointing. Look at all those negatives, so many. And most of them are not Hardy, but that's what it is, and I thought that would be a decent pairing, but obviously not, so we'll know not to book that as an 8-man tag again. We're backstage and we see Uhaa Nation getting warmed up for his match with Samoa Joe when CM Punk walks up to him. Punk says, "Uhaa, you're a hell of an athlete. You should be able to take Samoa Joe apart tonight. But I'm just warning you, watch out. You're up against one of the sleaziest, dirtiest superstars in the business. He's screwed me many a time, so just watch yourself." Uhaa says, "Thanks, Punk. It means a lot that you're warning me. It's an honour to have your support. I got to show these people why I'm one of the most must-see superstars on the roster. If I can beat Samoa Joe, then hopefully my time will come. Thanks, man." So a good promo for them there. B80. Punk came out of it looking excellent. Underwhelming for Uhaa Nation, but again, it's about building him up, and hopefully the fans will take to him. No skill improvements. Dirt Sheet just has it being shortened into a cold crowd, but hopefully that gets the crowd ready and going for the next match. But first we have a promo. We cut back to Matt Striker, who's with Ricochet. Ricochet, how are you feeling after an impressive victory in your last tag team match with CM Punk against Samoa Joe and Kevin Steen? Ricochet says, "Oh Matt, it was incredible. The fact that we were able to beat two top guys, but the fact that I was the one who got a cover on a guy who speaks so much trash about this company, it was just awesome to show Steen that TNA is better than Ring of Honor." Matt Striker then says, "How are you feeling going into your match right now with Joey Ryan?" "I'm confident, and why shouldn't I be? I'm the Central Champion, and I hold the case, giving me a title shot whenever I want." So he's confident, he's got a lot of accolades. Striker's overness is up now to about 70 since I put him in commentary, so that's how he's come back to interviewing. And hopefully, you know, he can help people, but obviously Ricochet hasn't got the greatest mic skills in the world. But he's learned to show some more charisma, that's all we're asking for if we can keep putting him in these kind of segments. I'm alright with that. That's decent, C61. But then about the feature great action and a good crowd, Ricochet defeats Joey Ryan in 8-10 by Chocolate Rain. He makes defence number 3 of his TNA Central Championship. This gets a C65. No skill improvements. It was just a match really, put him over. A lot of negatives there, we need to build the prestige of the title back up, the length and all that, but I'm fairly happy with that, if I'm honest. We then see General Manager for Impact Wrestling, Kurt Angle. He's backstage with Johnny Devine. Angle sees the camera and then hits it away. What exactly was he and Johnny Devine talking about? We'll have to wait and see, but that is a C61 again. So we're mentioning a lot of these like lesser talents with the bigger talents and more over talents to try and share some of their overness and build a lot of people over. Then backstage with Matt Striker again, he's in a lot of interviews tonight, but he's interviewing Chris Jericho. Chris, you must be delighted that you are a part of the World Title Tournament, although how does it feel having Adam Cole as your semi-final opponent? Jericho says, "Well, it's truly an honour to be in the World Title Tournament, and it's a great opportunity for me to reign as World Champion. I will take as much delight in beating the respect out of Adam Cole. This feud has went on for so long, it has to end, and it will end with me in the #1 contender tournament. Adam, if you're watching," then bang, smash out of nowhere. Adam Cole, out of nowhere, attacks Jericho from behind, hits him with lefts and rights. Jericho tries to counter and hit back, but thankfully the security break it up, and then Cole runs away. So Adam Cole getting any cheap shot he can to get an advantage over Chris Jericho. There's a C+71, continues their storyline. No skill improvements. Negatives there. Poor gimmicks for both guys. All three guys, sorry, and low momentum, so I may need to start watching what gimmick I give them. But thankfully, and about it featured great action and a good crowd, Samoa Joe defeats Uhaa Nation in 11:16. Got a B80. Very happy with that. It's a great showing for Uhaa Nation. And I feel these two guys' styles would hopefully work to something good. And Uhaa Nation is improving technical skills, but that's a great position to put Uhaa Nation in. Especially the fact we're going to put a lot of faith and a push behind him. So delighted with that. Very few negatives there. Just both guys holding back into Uhaa Nation's stamina. But apart from that, delighted. Well done, guys. Excellent. This is more like it. This is the standard of opponent that Drew Galloway should be facing each and every week. None of this over the hill, past it, never was like Chris Hero. So tonight, CM Punk, you may have your troubles with Samoa Joe in the world title, but don't overlook me, because when I defeat you, that world title is in my sights. I am Drew Galloway. I am the future of not only Impact Wrestling, but professional wrestling. So a Drew Galloway promo this late in the show, as he gets ready for his main event match with CM Punk. It delivers a B-75, and he also gives some shots away at Chris Hero. Please deliver. Please deliver. Here we go. Who's going to get this? Oh, we then get a hype video. The hype video before the match. This was to try and obviously build up the crowd a bit more before the match. But it's a hype video for the main event at Victory Road, which is of course Samoa Joe versus CM Punk versus The Undertaker. B78 improves the world title storyline and hopefully helps us get into this main event match. It does okay. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. CM Punk defeated Drew Galloway in 15:05 by pinfall with a GTS. B79. Not bad, it's a mid-carder against a main eventer, and considering we've had main eventers that aren't getting much higher than this, I'm fairly happy with that. CM Punk improving performance skills. Dirt sheet just has negatives for Drew Galloway trying to go all out in stamina, so if we took that away, we could have been looking at higher than a B79. I'm actually okay with that. I think we'll probably have no comments about the show, it'll just be a normal playing show. But post-match, Samoa Joe pops up on a Titantron. Well done, Punk, congratulations. You may have won tonight, but a week on Sunday, you and the Dead Man will both fail to defeat me. You got lucky tonight. Next Sunday, Joe will kill you, and you'll be as dead as the Dead Man. After this, Joe stares into the camera, the lights go out everywhere, and a lightning bolt hits the top of the ramp. Is this a sign from Taker? So a B77, just really, because obviously Taker we haven't got booked apart from pay-per-view, so we have to hype him up some way. So he's sending a message before the match, as we are 1 week away from that big main event triple threat match at Victory Road. Overall, B78, so it could have been better actually. Marty Scurll was overused in the pre-show, increased our popularity in the 4 regions of Australia, and it lost his popularity in 5. So maybe we could have had maybe a few more stronger angles. I feel if we maybe had a Punk promo instead of Drew, or had a Punk promo and Drew, we would have been looking at a higher rating. But overall, it's not too bad, and I think we've done okay considering we had 2 guys that aren't main eventers as main event and co-main event. So it gives you an idea if certain people can make it in these kind of matches, and if they're really worth the investment. I've tried to put them on the show and try to push them. So we'll see what's happening regarding ratings and such. As it always takes a little bit of time to load because of this mod. It's Duncan Disorderly. Looks a wee bit like, I don't know, the pout reminds me of Tyler Breeze for some bizarre reason. Here we go, so it doesn't take too long. Vast majority like Crossfire. Vast majority liked Impact Wrestling, that's always good to see as well. OVW Marcus Anthony. I'm always looking in case there's WWE guys that are getting fired and I can just sign them. Sounds like such a TNA thing to say in it. Nothing overly important there. Let's see, emails. Oh, right, so we've got Dave Christ. Unfortunately, Dave Christ is injured. Jesse Sorensen have realigned his push, that's fine. I'll show you the injuries as well. The Time to Heal, Matt Hardy, Harry Smith, Chris Hero, Joey Ryan, and Alex Kozlovs. These are people that are on a grueling schedule, and then I'm putting them in matches, which isn't helping them. The Impact, you got 0.99 on Bravo, and an 8.75 on Spike. Because we're that strange channel that books Crossfire first, and then into Impact, but in the game, Impact airs first. God knows how, but if we ever change network, I'll change it so it goes to the same as our taping policy, or our YouTube policy. But no, that overly matters anyway. So we'll delete all that, that's cool. Medical, as I say, we did sign Brodie Lee, he's 2 months away. We signed Dave Christ, he's 2 months and 3 weeks away. We signed Jake Christ, didn't realise he was injured for 8 months, put him in surgery, and now he's out for a year and 2 weeks, so that's not good. That's all to bring him as a tag team. If not, we'll run with Dave Christ in the tag division, the X division, but just one of those things. With TEW, you know, you got to accept it, you got to move on. So we're looking at Brodie Lee coming back, possibly after Blind for Glory, I think. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Let me quick look at my finances. We're making decent money so far, but I say we will lose a lot with our expenditure there, so it's all up to our pay-per-view delivery, and hopefully, you know, we can get a bit of ticket sales for that. But I think our worker costs are down, although that remains to be seen. Still get free shows to book, so you never know. But say that's it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you can bash the hell out of the like button, let's try and get as much as possible, and then try and beat it next time, and give us a reset target to go for. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. So if you get any comments, please leave in the comments section regarding the series, wrestling in general, or just how your saves are getting on, guys. It's always good to talk about other saves as well. Maybe I've missed out on some amazing wrestler that you've pushed to the moon. It's always good to recommend folk as well that I could possibly sign. But thanks as always, lads, take it easy, and I shall see you next time for another TNA Impact Wrestling. Bye bye.